friends, how's it going? On today's podcast, we'll be going over a variety of articles that I came across. One entailing WikiLeaks coming forward with some damning information on Hillary Clinton that is supposed to be released on October 21st, so in about 3 days. Also, James O'Keefe from Project Veritas has ruined Claire McCaskill's Senate run for the state of Missouri. She is a hard left Democrat, and we know that Missouri is not hard left at all. So I believe she shot herself in the foot when she was secretly filmed. We'll get into that later on. Also, we have an accuser stepping forward against Bill Clinton. That's pretty juicy, right? And we also have information of the Obama administration hiding Osama bin Laden. Furthermore, which is even crazier. And we also have memes. But before we get into all of that, if you would please go ahead and click that blue bell to get notifications. That is for when I post, you'll be the first to know. Also, follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. And if you would care to donate to my Patreon, please do so. The link will be in the description box below. And leave a like if you'd like to. The more likes that this video gets, the more times it gets recommended to people, thus more eyes on the truth. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So I wanted to start here with this. Claire's conspiracy, new undercover McCaskill footage set to rock DC 2018 midterms. And this is one of those states where it can go either way. But I believe it's going to go right. This is another state is Kentucky that's really tight. So, we need all senators. We need a red tsunami, which I believe we're going to get. If you look at the attendance to these Trump rallies, I believe tickets were sold 93,000 people. That's like WrestleMania or who knows, the Olympics. 93,000 people to see the president. This stuff doesn't happen. Something magical is happening, right? Meme magic. So let's go here. It says a never before seen undercover video featuring Senator Claire McCaskill is set to rock the nation's capital and reveal shocking new details about the desperate Democratic efforts to take back Congress this fall using any means necessary. The explosive footage shows the prominent senator staff revealing the legislators' true motivation and political deception behind a handful of key issues in an attempt to court and manipulate moderate voters across the state. People just can't know that, said one insider. People just can't know. The leading lawmaker and former President Barack Obama essentially had the same views on everything, said another. Watch Hannity live at 9 p.m. Monday night to see the stunning new video. Check back for updates. So I do have that video. It will be in the description box below. It's almost been wiped off the internet, so basically I'm going to have to just upload it here and hope that I don't get flagged. But that's big news, guys. That is definitely a swing state. Not a swing state per se, but a tight race that I believe James O'Keefe definitely stepped up to the plate and won us a Senate seat, right? This is pretty crazy right here, guys. This was amazing. I wanted to share this with you. WikiLeaks says it will bring down Hillary Clinton on October 21st. President Trump has one campaign yet to fulfill, and WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is vowing to see that one fulfilled sooner rather than later. In his words, if Trump doesn't take Clinton down, we will. For almost 2 years, Clinton and the deep state have been hell-bent on drumming up Trump-Russia collusion stories that has yet to produce anything beyond made-up stories and anonymous insiders. It seems Assange realizes his time is running out for him in exile, and he needs to do something. He needs to do something to do that. He has evaded the president. In a WikiLeaks letter he wrote, we'll go down here. It says, President Donald Trump has one campaign yet to fulfill. I just read that, so we'll go here. President Donald Trump has one campaign yet to fulfill, WikiLeaks founder. In a WikiLeaks letter, he wrote, Hillary Clinton's crimes will not go unpunished. If she is not formally charged for mishandling sensitive material, we will have no choice but to release proof that she is guilty of high treason against the United States for selling patented military secrets to Saudi Arabian government. We also have proof that she is guilty of crimes against Russia, Uzbekistan, Lithuania, Caledonia, and Brazil. The United States would be doing her a favor by putting her in prison and saving her from the severe punishment several of these nations would impose. Assange showed his determination to see Clinton indicted by setting an October 21st deadline. Indict her yourself, or I will release irrefutable proof that she has committed high treason. This is crazy. So this was from 10/13, so 5 days ago, if you did not know this was going down. Yeah, so guys, isn't that crazy? So we'll have to wait and see. Sounds legitimate to me, right? And speaking of the Clintons, it says right here, new Bill Clinton accuser releases phone call to Chuck Schumer. Unlike Miss Ford, she says, I do have proof and witnesses. Holy smokes. Her name is Leslie Milwee, and she's accusing former President Bill Clinton of sexual assault in 1980. This isn't exactly the first time he's been accused of something like this. Absolutely. It says right here, a former local news reporter in New York, but from Arkansas, claims that Bill Clinton had sexually assaulted her 3 times in 1980. She claims that during 2 of those times, Clinton was basically groping her and grinding himself against her, and he ejaculated. Millie says she was thinking about coming out publicly around 1998 when the Monica Lewinsky scandal began to dominate the national conversation. But at that time, she says she decided to remain quiet, in part fearing for her children after watching the way other Clinton sexual accusers were treated by the Clintons and the news media. Well, if they're treated bad, or they either go missing because they're thrown in a swamp somewhere. 3 of Milwee's friends told Breitbart News that she told them in the late 1990s that Clinton sexually assaulted her while she was a reporter and that the future president allegedly knocked on her apartment door. Whoa. Milwee says she interviewed Clinton about 20 times at various public events and at Fort Chaffee and saw him inside the KLMN station. She claims that when she turned around, Clinton singled her out with inappropriate gestures and that he made flirtatious comments like, hey, pretty girl, how are you today? This went on, Millie says, for several months. So if they can do this against Kavanaugh, why can't we do this against a former president who received oral sex in the Oval Office, and yet he's praised for it? He eats children. He murders people. He makes people disappear, and him and his wife shoot up adrenochrome, and they eat pineal glands. So I hope he rots. So we saw earlier, I was talking about Claire McCaskill, how basically the Dems are becoming... They're so corrupt and they're so enraged in all of this because they're losing so bigly that they'll do anything, even if it resorts to violence. So we see here the dementia-ridden Nancy Pelosi on pushing the Democrats' agenda. She says if there is collateral damage to folks who do not share our view, so be it. And I can play this for you real quick. Usually I do this editing, but I don't have time tonight. But check this out, guys.
I think that we owe the American people to be there for them, for their financial security, respecting the dignity and worth of every person in our country. And if there's some collateral damage for some others who do not share our view, well, so be it, but it shouldn't be.
So, what do you think about that? If there's collateral damage, so be it. What if somebody on the right said that? What if somebody on the right said that they were going to do collateral damage on somebody? You know what that means? That means that they're going to get violent. They're going to hurt people. They're crazy. They're violent, and they didn't get their way, so now they're going to step it up a notch. So, to hell with them, right? So this struck a chord with me too, guys. It says U.S. hit Osama bin Laden in Iran for decades after 9/11. Bush and Obama White House worked Saudi and Iranian deal to safeguard terror leader. So all this stuff happening right now with Saudi Arabia, is this a false flag? Are they really an ally? I don't believe we have any allies. I believe that we put our foot down and we pushed them into a corner and said, listen, we'll tariff the hell out of you, and if you don't if you don't want to cooperate, then we're just going to slap you with 25% tariffs. Thus, you're going to go broke because we're the piggy bank. We can survive on our own. You can't. So, is Saudi Arabia on our side? I tend to think not. It says right here, Osama bin Laden, the founder and leader of terrorism conglomerate Al-Qaeda, who was responsible for the deadly and devastating September 11th, 2001 attacks, that's not true, on U.S. soil, never was hiding in Afghanistan or its damp caves. According to explosive revelations in a new book from intelligence insiders and highly secret government documents, thousands of Americans died that day and many more in the wretched aftermath. Instead, incredibly, bin Laden was whisked to a safe house in Iran following the deadly attacks on the World Trade Center in New York. The Pentagon and the downing of the commercial jet in western Pennsylvania targeted the White House. And the highest-ranking U.S. officials in the George W. Bush and Obama White Houses, and possibly the presidents themselves, knew where bin Laden was and did nothing to capture him, according to insider revelations and documents detailed in Mike Thomas Paine Moore's upcoming book, Paine, How We Dismantled the FBI in Our Pajamas. So, this is true pundit, so this guy is legit. One of the biggest scandals in U.S. history is coming unraveled, Moore said. This is a national travesty, and the people need to go to prison. The highest members of both administrations knew where bin Laden was tucked away, but sent U.S. troops to die in Afghanistan for looking for a ghost. Republicans and Democrats working together to protect Al-Qaeda and sell out the United States. We have it documented. Guys, is that insane? I truly believe this guy. True pundits, they're legitimate, for real. So let's hop into some memes to round out the podcast. It says right here, this is what I love to see, right? Seeing a disturbing trend. Whoever says this, Ronning Skahil, looks like a dunce. Seeing a disturbing trend in Manhattan over the last few days. Young mid-20s white males wearing MAGA hats. Oh no, the brainwashing's wearing off, isn't it? You're all screwed. Then we see, this is from 10/12, about 6 days ago. This is from an Anon. If one were to replace showing me something tangible in one's thinking with what about me has changed, improved, since Q arrived, it might look like this. And I hope you feel the same. I'm engaged, curious, and involved in politics for the first time in my life. I feel like my vote now makes a difference. I question everything. I now look at issues from multiple angles. I'm making new friendships based on mutual interests. I now understand the interconnectivity of things, banks, mainstream media, crooked politicians, bad actors, large corporations, etc. When you change the way you look at a thing, the thing itself changes. Dr. Wayne Dyer. If you don't grasp the above concept, you will likely miss out on the Great Awakening itself. I truly believe that. How many of those bullet points do you hold dear to you? Has it changed you? It is definitely, it resonates with me, guys. This was hilarious. The media owns DC organizations that represent them. It's called NPC. Crazy thing is, it's true. Keck, Pepe, Meme Magic, it's all true. The National Press Club, NPC. The media's own DC organization that represents them is called NPC, non-playable character. And if you want to know what that is, you can check out the last podcast that I put out. Here we got 3 more. I don't know why I didn't pull it up. So it says right here, I believe this was before, a big video is being released tonight. Just as more of the same, right? Veterans and military families for Claire McCaskill in Missouri. You know who this politician is. She is about to be exposed in her own words. Whoa. So, guys, definitely check that out, okay? We see right here, Joe Spurza. Leslie Stahl, will you ease the North Korean sanctions? Trump, no, we aren't the Obama administration. 60 Minutes, and we all know about the meme where the kids are going crazy right here. Holy smokes. So I found this to be hilarious. 60 Minutes got dunked on, right? Very funny. And we will round things out real quick. It's absolutely wild. Twitter administrations just axed every account with NPC in the handle. Some of these accounts were huge too. Holy crap. NPC account suspended. NPC Doggo Janitor suspended. Spooky Amish NPC account suspended. NPC 69 account suspended. So it's so funny because it's so true, guys. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a like. Like I said, the more thumbs up that this video gets, it gets recommended to more people, thus more eyes on the truth. Also, if you would care to donate to this channel, $10 or more on my Patreon will get you free shipping on merch. We have car decals for your car, SUV, Jeep, whatever you drive. And we also have t-shirts. True reporting on the front, where we go one, we go all. I've sold a lot of these, and on the back, QAnon 17. You can meet like-minded people, and we can keep spreading the word, hive mind, right? This is already global. We're going to take it a step up, right? We definitely want this channel to be a part of it, because I've been there since pretty much the very beginning. Guys, I really thank you. You have no idea how much fun this is for me, and I will definitely talk to you guys soon. Take care of one another and love one another, and have a great night. Bye.